My name is Levi Erithson. I'm the program manager of LGBTQ+ equity initiatives, and I'm on the CEL team. Well, Pride Month is every year in the month of June, and it is the month where we celebrate what is generally considered the beginning of the modern LGBTQ+ rights movement. In June of 1969, patrons of the Stonewall Inn got sick of police violence against their communities. Police used to come in and raid gay bars really frequently, and it caused violence in LGBTQ+ communities. And when police came in late June of 1969, the patrons decided to fight back. First actual Pride Parade was celebrated the next year in 1970 along Christopher Street in New York City. And actually this year is the 50th anniversary of Pride celebrated in Denver. We support our LGBTQ+ students in a lot of ways, right? And so if we kind of look at our strategic roadmap, we enter those supports through the student experience, through the adult experience, and through the systems experience.
So we're gonna find our way back to our seat.
We definitely have a lot of GSA clubs in our schools, so that's Gender and Sexuality Alliance clubs. So those are spaces that are meant to help increase a sense of belonging at school, a sense of community, a place where students find allyship and they learn to get to know each other. Another thing we really try to do is have LGBTQ+ content infused into our classrooms. So whether that's including LGBTQ+ history, LGBTQ+ literature. Something that I really love about my job is I get to do professional learning experiences, and we have two specifically designed to support LGBTQ+ mindset growth. Our most important work in DPS is that we take the time with adults to shift mindsets, but also to shift heart sets, right? And that, I think, is the best work that we can do for our adults in DPS. I think the most important thing that people can do to support the LGBTQ+ community is really taking the time to learn about LGBTQ+ histories through the voices of LGBTQ+ people. And especially with our students, like when our students tell you something, believe them, right? So this is the current iteration of the LGBTQ+ pride flag. It was created by Gilbert Baker in 1978, and it actually doesn't look like it looks now. The original pride flag had kind of the standard rainbow colors, but it actually had two additional colors, pink and turquoise. And so all of the original rainbow colors stood for something, so life, healing, vitality, nature, creativity. But when they started creating the rainbow flag on a mass scale, at that time, pink and turquoise were considered premium colors. And so when they started creating it and producing it on a mass scale, they couldn't afford the pink and the turquoise, and so they dropped the pink and the turquoise. In the 1980s and the early 90s, the AIDS crisis happened. And so that was kind of the first time that you saw the first iteration of the rainbow flag within its change. And in some places what you would see is a black stripe somewhere on the rainbow flag. Then later on, just the black and brown stripe was added, and originally it was added kind of to the top of the pride flag. And so that was meant as an acknowledgement of the ways in which Black and brown people were marginalized and oppressed within the LGBTQ+ community. And then you see the white, pink, and blue stripes, so I guess pink is no longer that expensive. And that is the addition of the trans flag. And then we see the addition of the yellow and the purple circle, which is meant to add intersex communities to our community flag, right? And so the flag keeps changing, it keeps shifting and growing, and that's why I think people want to make it a living symbol, right? Rather than to say, like, this is it, it's done, it's over, but we're going to continue to create spaces where folks can feel like they belong.